Well, who says social issues are dead? Not here, not in Florida at the Faith and Freedom Coalition event. 3,000 activists showed up and they heard from all the presidential contenders. And yes, the presidential contenders talked about the economy, but they also talked about social issues and pro-family values.
I believe in America. I believe that the values and principles that lifted this great nation in the past are the values that will preserve our greatness in the future.
Our precious freedom, guaranteed in the Bill of Rights, not only guarantees the right to worship as we please, but it ensures that men and women of faith do not have to abandon their values or their faith at the steps of the public square.
Our economy is on life support. It is not understood by this administration that the business sector is the economic engine of economic growth. That's where you start.
President Obama is the best food stamp president in American history.
Michelle Bachmann got on stage and talked about Gideon's Army. She was talking about how the audience themselves were Gideon's Army. And here's what she told me backstage about what she meant exactly.
What I talked about out here is Gideon's Army, meaning literally, it takes very few people to change the world. And we have a committed group of people here today in Florida, and they are enough. We need to consider that it doesn't take that many. If we put our influence on the line and we trust in God, we can see miracles in our country.
You know, when you think about Ron Paul, you think about Tea Party libertarianism, but actually he was cheered quite a bit here at the Faith and Freedom Coalition event. It wasn't that he was just talking about liberty, he was also talking about the issue of life.
If we don't have strict understanding of the value of all life, it's hard to defend free markets, homeschooling, and a sound economic system.
Of course, the big issue in the headlines right now is this quest for Palestinian statehood and how that might affect Israel. We caught up backstage with Rick Santorum, and he gave us his take.
The United States should be an ally of Israel. We should be an honest broker in this process, and we should not be dictating terms as to what the solution is.
The Faith and Freedom Coalition is headed up by Ralph Reed and his organization back at it again in October next month in Iowa. David Brody, CBN News in Orlando, Florida.